Have you ever considered how colossal cosmic forces, like the moon and sun, subtly pull on our planet's vast oceans, influencing everything from tides to powerful currents? It is a fascinating dance between celestial mechanics and terrestrial hydrodynamics, shaping our world in ways we often overlook. The direct gravitational effect on global ocean currents, beyond the well-known phenomenon of tides, is actually quite minor. While gravity from the moon and sun is the primary driver of tidal currents, these are generally localized, rhythmic flows that do not significantly contribute to the large-scale, persistent ocean currents like the Gulf Stream or the Kuroshio Current. This minor influence stems from the fundamental difference between tidal forces and the forces that drive major ocean currents. Tidal forces are essentially differential gravitational pulls across the Earth, creating bulges of water that result in the ebb and flow we call tides. These forces generate periodic, oscillating currents, known as tidal currents. However, these tidal currents are predominantly confined to shallower coastal areas and semi-enclosed basins. In the vast, open ocean, their energy quickly dissipates, and they become significantly weaker than other dominant forces. Major ocean currents, on the other hand, are largely driven by sustained wind patterns and differences in water density, a process called thermohaline circulation. To better understand this, think about how these forces interact. While you can observe the gravitational effect most clearly in the rise and fall of the tides and the strong currents in harbors and estuaries, these localized tidal currents simply do not have the sustained energy or directional coherence to propel water across entire ocean basins. Their influence is more about the mixing of water near coastlines and through narrow straits, rather than driving the global conveyor belt of ocean circulation. The sheer scale and momentum of wind-driven and thermohaline currents effectively overwhelm any minor, direct gravitational steering on a global scale. A key concept here is that of internal tides. While surface tides are visible, internal tides are gravitational waves that propagate within the ocean's interior, often generated when tidal currents flow over underwater topography like seamounts or continental shelves. These internal tides can be significant for local ocean mixing and energy dissipation, but they are still a secondary effect of the primary tidal forces, not a direct global current driver. Understanding this distinction helps clarify the precise role of gravity in the complex ocean system. So, while the moon and sun certainly exert immense gravitational pull, their direct influence on the grand, sweeping global ocean currents is surprisingly limited. Instead, their role is specialized, primarily orchestrating the rhythmic ebb and flow of tidal currents, which are crucial for local ecosystems and coastal processes, but distinct from the planet-wide currents driven by wind and temperature differences. Recognizing this helps us appreciate the intricate ballet of forces that truly sculpt our dynamic ocean environment.